Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks so much for joining me for this special flip through video. If you'd like to see what I did, stick around. Hey friends, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. I'm so excited to share this video. Today I'm going to flip through my 2023 vacation that I just worked on for my patrons over the last couple of months. They have exclusive videos, lots of behind the scenes, and lots of really silly candid moments and a little bit of a process. But you guys didn't get to see all that, so I filmed this video separately, or I'm going to be filming this video separately to show you what I've done. So this was from our trip last year. We went July 30th through August 3rd to Jellystone Park in Barton Lake, Indiana. And I'm also going to be including this year's summer vacation, so it will be included in this album as well. I used a lot of random products. It was great. A lot of it was inspired by Paper Person shop items, and then I mixed in a ton of Ali Edwards, and then random like bits and pieces from American Crafts and things like that. If you have specific questions about products, leave them in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as I'm able to. You can also DM me on Instagram and I'm happy to talk to you over there. But I'm not going to like link products or anything like that because first of all, I don't even get me started on Paper Person. None of it's even available. But here, I'm just going to jump in. So I used this tag to stamp the date and say we've arrived. And I love it because it already says summertime 2023. So I didn't feel like it really needed much of a title. This photo is like the introduction for me. And I took this big, acetate die cut and used my tiny attacher to staple it to the front. Then on the back side, I have Welcome 2023 camper that I tore off the brochure. I also have the map they gave us originally and told us like where our cabin was versus our cousin's cabin, the part of the bracelet that I wore the whole time, and Nora's arcade card. I used an attacher from Citrus Twist Kits to put the map in from the brochure, and I highlighted the week that we were there, what was going on. So it was like themed. They do themes every week. And then this is our campsite stamp, check out this view, Boo Boo Bungalow, which is what it was called. And then photos of the inside of the cabin. And then my journaling just talks about the cabin itself, how much room it was, all of like what was included in it, and how we didn't need all that space, but we really loved the cabin and having our own bathroom and full kitchen. And then this is the rest of day one. So I just took this month card and I highlighted when we were there. I added in the 30th and the 31st because it was like the end of July into the beginning of August, right? So I added that. I added washi on all of these cards here, which I love this washi. I made a little folder, envelope, I guess you can call it, out of an old Tidy Swap die cut. And I did some private journaling about the trip. Keep your chin up because it was really tough for me in the beginning. Actually throughout, I kept feeling very triggered, but I talk more about that on Patreon if you're interested. Then I just added a little cluster of stickers here for fun. And I journaled on this tag, thankful for this and how much these two love each other. They're cousins, Justin and Nora, the two oldest. And then I used some puffy dots to put bullets here, talking about how day one, everybody unpacked. We had dinner at my in-laws' camper. They swam a lot, and throughout the week we took turns making dinner. Tonight my in-laws had curry chicken, which was so good. And then after everyone went to bed, I went over to have a bonfire and some adulting time with my sister-in-laws. Day two, I'm using some green camp washi. Again, bulleting about the day. So it's July 31st. We all had a really lazy morning, and after lunch, Justin came over. We played the game of life outside our cabin. Some of the kids went swimming. They had a lot of pools to choose from and water slides and a spray playground. Then we had dinner at the cousin's cabin and celebrated Justin and Josh's birthday, who have birthdays in July. And I took the cousins for a really fun golf ride. And then this one, I just put Nora and Renee, the two eldest girl cousins, and they grew closer during this vacation. So I loved that. I made a little shaker pocket situation over here because I loved that I could see their faces through the top. So I just decided, oh, I'm gonna leave that kind of open. Picture of Nora and Gam Gam. And that's my mother-in-law. And then Justin and Josh with their birthday crowns on. And then we got the cousins matching pajamas. We did this last year when we went camping. And so my husband and I wanted to do it again for everybody. Makes me super happy. They also had matching scrunchies that Fiona had picked out for all of them to have. So I loved these photos. This is a very poor quality photo, but it's actually probably my favorite from the trip because just how happy. And then cute little Renee with her drink. This is just a filler here. I just wrote Jellystone Monday Fun Day. And tonight was my first time experiencing and trying Jiffy Pop. They all couldn't believe it. It was just so funny because I'd never had it before. So my mother-in-law, when we were shopping for the trip, stocked up so I could try it. And it's delicious. Matching PJs, those same alphas again that are from Paper Person. Camping Washing from Paper Person. This is from a Stories by the Month kit. It just says, I never want to forget this. I actually mounted this photo on the back of a paper from Heidi Swap. And then I just journaled about the jammies being the thing that we do. And then I did some tone-on-tone stamping, which was really fun with a Studio Calico alpha that I love. It's one of my favorites. So I stamped sunshine, mini golf, summertime, playground, s'mores, campfires, and then did a little bit of decor. And the decor stamps are from Heidi Swap. Picture of Nora and I in the pool. I just spelled out my mini and then journaled about this is day 3 now. So how we spent a lot of time in the pool, tried other pools, and basically we're just outside a lot. We played mini golf in the morning. And there's Nora jumping in the pool, and there's Nora jumping on the pillow. So I loved this card that said reaching for new heights, even though it's probably meant for hiking. Then I used some little stars from, oh gosh, these are from Vicky Bouton's Where to Next collection from last year. And for location, I put pool and bounce pillow. My goal, don't melt in the sun. It was very hot. And I talked about how Nora just jumped in the pool over and over and over. Even though it was really hot, she wanted to jump on the pillow. And then after dinner, we had tacos at our place because it was our turn. S'mores, and Matt was the one who got to stay out late. And I went to bed early with Nora in the cabin this time. And then I just drew these little like stitch marks around the die cuts. Sometimes I like to do that. I do that in Project Life also. I backed this photo because it got a little lost in this cluster. So I backed it with some more like orangish yellow scrapbook paper. I wrote, we clean up nice, dinner with the family, real life for the win. There's all the cousins at dinner and a picture of the restaurant we went to. I put local eats and just added some puffy stickers here and there for decoration. Then we went to get ice cream after dinner at the place called The Social, which is right next door to Caruso's. It was super delicious. And they had this really cute little photo op. So there's Nora and I just spelled out best. Journaled, sunburned, and happy. Picture me in the hubs after we got back. They went for the kiddos. Some of them went for a quick dip. And then after we had ice cream, which I love this photo. That's why it's so big. We went back for s'mores and Jiffy Pop. So I created this little 2x2, and this is from like a week in the life or a day in the life or I don't know, something like that. But I liked it. I liked having this like pinkish red color. And this is really just a filler because of this giant photo. So it worked out well because I think it offsets the busyness of this page. This is just, you know, kind of gives your eyes a little bit of a rest. These aren't the most ideal alphas. I don't think they go very well, but because I use them throughout the rest of the pages, I wanted to keep it consistent. And then I just took some of the scrapbook paper and trimmed it down and put the rub-ons on top of it. So I kind of created like little scenes. And then little photos, because these are all screenshots from stories. So I liked that they were tiny because the quality is not very good. So I talked about how we enjoyed Jiffy Pop every night since I'd been there, and that we had a really full day, and how the kids had a sparkler and light glow party after they went for a dip. Since it was our last night, we let them stay up really late. And so these are cutout photos from the brochure. Some more rub-on scenes that I made. And then I thought this made sense for like the ending picture. This paper is from Heidi Swap, and blew up this photo of the cousins with the Yogi Bear statue, and then made a little cluster here that says, "Goodbye, Jellystone. Thanks for all the memories. We'll be back someday." And some more pom-pom trim. And then day 4, we went from the campground to Cedar Point on our way home. And I trimmed this card down. It was like a tag banner card from the Currently Story kit from a couple years ago. It says "Trying," and I wrote that this was Nora's first time on a coaster of this caliber. She absolutely loved it, and she was definitely the youngest kid on this, in line for this ride. It's pretty intense. She loved it. She's a thrill seeker coaster girl. So in fact, at the end of this trip, at the end of the day, we got her a sweatshirt that says "Coaster Girl," and she still wears it. So that's day 4. This is like the entrance on the way in. This was from their website. I just put a little like geotag puffy, August adventure, a couple stickers, and journaled about how we drove straight to Cedar Point, and it was mine and Nora's first time. We were there from noon until the close of the day, and I stamped the date, August 3rd. This is from like a beautiful Be Messy box, like from ages and ages ago. I got on sale from Studio Calico. This one's us on the train, just says "Let's get away," and then a picture of Nora on the Saratoga racetrack ride, which is funny and journaled about over here because we live by the Saratoga racetrack, so we were like, oh, we gotta go on this ride because it's like we're at home. A nod to being, a nod to our local area. And then this was the ride that opened recently, but I just journaled about how it was like stuck, and we waited in line while they worked on it, kind of played our cards right, because, there's no guarantee with those things when the rides go down. Like, do you get out of line or do you wait? And we waited. It was lovely because it was so hot. So where we were waiting, there was like misters and shade, so it really wasn't too bad. And it was a nice break from walking around because it is a pretty big park. And so I journaled about that. I journaled about the racetrack ride. And yeah, that's really about it. And then this picture I thought was good for like the ending. Nora with Charlie Brown photo app, what I did on my summer vacation. And then I stamped a day at the park, summer moments, and journaled about how we had a lot of family firsts and memories and want to come back soon. And just this series of photos was really funny because my husband kept making a puke face. So I was able to get some of those pictures and put them in this sort of collage here. And I stamped LOL because he just kept going "Whoop," like he was going to throw up. And because I couldn't go on it because at this point my stomach was like not having it. So yeah, that's the end of this little portion of our mini getaway last summer. And this summer we are going back to Michigan and actually back to Cedar Point. So I love that it ends with Cedar Point and it's actually going to start with Cedar Point because that's where we're starting our vacation this year instead of ending with it. So that'll be really, really fun to document, and I will be doing that exclusively on Patreon as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this album. I absolutely loved making it. Thank you so much for checking this flip through out. Do me a favor, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, friends, and remember that you are enough. Bye!